Okay, greetings, patriots, starseeds, and light workers, and of course our brave military and galactic brothers and sisters out there. Welcome, 1776 United, and we're in a worldwide revolution. So, I guess I got to answer. I guess what I need to do is be more specific and give more clarity. Because there are a lot of people asking questions. Well, you said this, and then you said this, and everything is all about timing, okay? What I meant about buying land, like right now, we have to get rid of the land because it's overpriced, it's in a bubble, okay? It's in a bubble right now, and it's heavily overinflated, and you're working with bank notes that mean money that is absolutely worthless, okay? Then, when the stock market crashes and you get paid through your birth certificate or your whatever, you're going to get paid. There's going to be money in your bank account, okay? At that point, now it's not going to be in your bank account. You're going to probably have it on your wallet or in your phone, right? And when you go into the redemption centers and you get this payout, if you've happened to have, foreign currency, you trade it in or exchange it. If you're not, then you just you get your card and all this other good stuff. Ask for checks, 100 checks or 50 checks or whatever, and then you go out. And because the stock market has crashed, that means the real estate's going to crash. That means the banks are going to crash. That means everything's going to crash. Okay. But people are still going to be wanting to sell things at that point. Now, when you have the stock market crash or a real estate crash, like it was, many times in the past, and I'm not going to give you dates and rates and whatever, but the older boomers know what I'm talking about the, recessions in the 80s and even up to the 2008 or whatever it was. So, that market will crash. It's bottom out. Okay. That's when you go in there and you buy. And you can buy as much land as you can, whatever serves your purpose. And that's what I'm talking about, buy land. Let's not get confused, because you want to sell it right now because it's overinflated, and that's the way it is, okay? And you want to buy on the post-EBS when we are in the Jubilee. Now, I expect it to happen sometime after July. And I'm getting this feeling now because of what our commander-in-chief have done. He has gone out and, with his own money, in a tune of about $100,000, erected two flags, or two flag poles, both at 88 feet high from the ground up. One on the north lawn and one in the south lawn, okay? Now, what happens when one army wins a battle over another army? What do? They raise their flag to say that we've taken possession. This is exactly what Trump is doing. He's sending you out a comm. All you wonderful patriots out there, he's sending you a comm that we've got the White House back. Okay? We've fumigated it. It's ready to inhabit humanity again. I mean, you remember all the underground shit that they had to dig out, all the tunnels and everything? Okay, all that's been recovered, and it's been filled in, or whatever they've done. There was huge amounts of excavation around there for 5-6 years, whatever. And, I'm seeing it now. Is it going to be in D.C., or is it going to be in the United States Republic? I say it's going to be in the Republic, and that's what he's, sending up the flags for, is that we've won this war, this historic war against the cabal that has had control of the White House for decades, and I mean decades. Okay. On another note, Kahani, the tyrannical Ayatollah of Iran, is now on the run, I believe, or in a bunker holding out. But the beautiful people of Iran, and I've met some of them, in other countries, and they're very, very outgoing, happy, beautiful people. And they are storming the Republican guards. They are the Republican guards are the henchmen for these tyrannical, to keep everybody subdued. Okay, so they are the first ones that the Iranian people had attacked. They taken on all the headquarters and have captured whoever. And there's a lot of action going on in Iran right now. So they are taking their country back, and God bless them. They have the balls to do it. I just wish that Canada had the balls to do what Iran's doing, but I guess Canada and the United Kingdom and England and our United Kingdom and Germany and France need to be in the amount or the length of tyranny and suppression and enslaved as long as the Iranian people have, because they've been there since, they've been under the tyrannical Ayatollahs since the 60s. I guess we would be that way too if we were, being enslaved the way they have been. But I guess, we're going to have, because I think Canada's extremely lucky, because we are organically joined to the hips of the United States Republic. And I say, we are welcome into the United States Republic as Canada, as the state of Canada. And like I said before, we're called North America. We're not called North of Canada. It's North America. We are, the South America, Brazil, Argentina, blah, blah, blah. North America, okay. 2 continents are connected. We are the Americas. And that's how this is going to play out. So I think Canada is extremely lucky that we do not have to have, I wish there would be some bombs dropped on some satanic buildings around here. I really do. Maybe that would wake up the Canadians out of their slumber zombieism. Okay. Anyways, I'm very elated and very happy about that, and I'm very happy about the flags showing their colors, that we've taken the White House back and fumigated it from all the tyrannical tyrants over the years. And I believe that Canada and Washington, or not Washington, but Canada and England, France and Germany and Italy and Australia and New Zealand, these are still under somewhat of an occupation. And until we get that cleaned up, I don't think we are as important as Israel and Iran is. There's a big thing going on in Iran, because Iran has to be free because of the importancy, and I'm not going to get into all of that, but you'll see on the other side how important Iran was before we could release the RV. Okay, now the RV, or the Jassara is basically waiting for world peace. That's basically what we're waiting for right now. So we have to be, based on what I'm hearing from the Anons, is that the world, we have to be more comfortable, and we have to kind of wait for things to be a little bit more safe before we have these announcements. But I could see the timing, and their schedule is pretty close to what the July 4th is going to be. There's going to be some big announcements then, and they're going to announce some wonderful things, and I think we're going to be well on our way from there on in. Up to that point, we're seeing some flashpoints that are out there, and I know that even the good Jewish people of Israel are rising up against their tyrannical military, and I hear that the Israeli military, is shedding their uniforms, and they're saying, "Forget about this. We're not gonna be a part of this tyrannical, unlawful um, genocide that you." They know what, the end of the story and how it's going to end up for them if they continue doing what they're doing. So, but of course, we'll see how that plays out, and I think we're only weeks away, if that. I think we're just days away, myself. And with all this going on, we're going to see them get that settled on. Putin is on the other side. He's releasing things about Israel, because Israel's connected with Ukraine, the Nazis there, connected with the Khazarians in Israel. They're all connected, joined together, and Putin's got a whole bunch of documentation about how they were running their international trafficking, human trafficking stuff. So that's just going to blow the lid off of everything. And you know what? I mean, I really think when all this does come out, Christianity and all the people that have followed Christianity, Israel, thinking that Israel was tied to the Bible and all this other stuff, and they are the chosen ones and all this other bullshit, that when it does come out, there's going to be a lot of people freaked, shaken to the core. They're going to be absolutely shaken to the core, knowing that what they had thought at one time was all false prophecy. So I'm elated. I'm extremely happy about everything. I just wish things would speed up on the money end of it. But like I said, they want things a little bit safer out there at the redemption center. Somebody has asked me, about, is the redemption center safe? Well, yeah, they are, as long as they're under military guard, which they are. The cabal has tried to destroy some locations, but they were not successful. And like it says, I don't know how this is going to be, how this transfer is going to be done, about the banks phasing out and the redemption centers coming in. We're not going to need the redemption centers after a while. They're going to be open for like 30, 45 days or whatever, and then they're going to just shut down, and everything's going to be on your phone, on your laptop. I mean, you won't need a bank to do whatever commerce that you need to do. This is the whole new Starlink and the quantum financial, right? And we're going to learn this really fast. It's going to be, sure, it sounds a little bit scary, but it was never any more scary than when the computers first come out, right? Or the cell phone first come out, right? So, everybody's got to get used to this new technology, all right? So I hope that answers your questions. If you have any other questions, I'll be happy to answer them through my videos. Like I said, I'm getting so many questions out there. I'll try to get them answered in my upcoming videos as best as I can, and I'll try to keep it summarized so I'm not, chirping off too much about it, because I get wandering on different topics, and sometimes I have to catch myself. Okay. Anyways, have a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.